Hello again, and welcome back to Heaven Sent to Rome. So, I don't know about you, but it has been a very interesting past few weeks for me in my little reality over here. And I want to say that I do watch other spiritual guides, astrologers, tarot readers. I have noticed that this energy has been very strong recently. I noticed that there is a lot of strong, forceful energy going on around us. A lot of people are just not taking any crap anymore today. And I know that I personally have been not cursing people out in the sense of using curse words, but putting people in their places, right? Getting these people back in line because people have lost their God-given senses in the year of our Lord 2026. Here on this channel, first, I would like to say something. I am an indigenous descendant living within what is known today as the United States of America. And so all my life, I have experienced the direct effect of what these demonic creatures like to call white supremacy and racism. And I have got to tell you, after 500 or however many more years of dealing with that nonsense, that crap is ending in my lifetime. The amount of ridiculous, disrespectful nonsense that we put up with as so-called black people, not only in the United States, but all across the globe. That racism is a specific demonic entity, and we are fed up with this mess. And as everything is going on in the world today, I notice so many people, there's a lot of victim energy going around lately, isn't there? A lot of tears, a lot of weeping willows out here in this time, aren't there? A lot of blankies and diapers needing to be changed in this day and age, huh? So you have a lot of adults. And when I say adults, I have to say I'm not that old, but I'm old enough. And the people who I'm dealing with are older than I am. And so here's another issue, especially those that we recognize as the baby boomers. I really don't like these words for generations. Honestly, I just don't like these pop culture words, right? But people know what the baby boomer generation was. The generation that was born or lived in the 40s and 50s during the post-World War II, when they had all their children and things like that. These old, ignorant, dried up, worthless individuals are the worst because they are so old. And the problem with racism is that it gives free rein to give grown people, I'm trying not to curse, I'm sorry, because I don't want my channel to be flagged while it's still new. So I'm really doing my best not to curse. But as I was saying, what racism does is it gives grown people free rein to be disrespectful to whoever they want to, including children. And this only applies to the people they're being racist to, right? So as an adult, we have had to watch people disrespect our children, disrespect our old people, disrespect us to our faces, okay? And it is not only tiresome, what it requires is the kind of patience that means that even though this person or these people or this group is disrespecting me to my face, I can't deal with it because they have the power to hurt me, right? So in general, we all have this idea that as adults, we have problems and we're supposed to solve those problems as mature adults. But the problem with racism is, if you're never held accountable for being a complete piece of garbage, then you get to go around doing and saying whatever you want to people. And the problem that arises is that those of us who are adults get real sick and tired of being disrespected, and some of them may end up doing something detrimental to another person because they cannot deal with the situation like mature adults. There's no legal recourse for it. You can't go and tell another person to help you with it. This is the biggest problem with racism, because the whole world allows it to happen, and it leaves a group of people who have never done anything to anybody extremely pissed the hell off. So that's the energy I'm in today. Hi, hello. I hope you are too. I really hope you are too. But for those of you who aren't in that energy, or for those of you parasites who may come across my channel, I need you to understand the days of that petty, racist, whatever that mess is, those days are finished. I have cussed people out left and right for the past few weeks, and I'm going to continue doing so because this energy is extremely refreshing. I am so happy that I can finally speak up and not feel like I'm going to be the one to be harmed because another person came at me. And don't get me wrong, these energies are still trying to be demonic. They're going to be demonic all the way to the very end, right? You want to hold them accountable, and here they come playing the victim, don't they? They always suddenly are the victim when you tell them they're wrong, aren't they? So there's a whole lot of that nasty, trash, worthless energy going around, a whole lot of fake victims, a whole lot of victim oppression Olympics going on around here. And I am just floored. I am disgusted with these people. And it's not because it's a surprise. It's because I don't think I understood how bad it actually was until I started actually addressing them. So, it's just really funny to see all these so-called mature adults suddenly turn into whiny babies who need naps when you tell them to stop being disrespectful, racist pieces of crap. So with that energy in our space at this time, I'm just going to do a reading. I just needed to get this energy out of me. I've been trying to get this particular reading out of the way because I have other readings that I want to do. So we're going to see what the cards have. I'm going to keep this one relatively brief because I want to get into a deeper reading so we can do a reading about the situation that's going on in the world at large. But today, let's see if we can get some insight on these victimized, fake, parasitic, these gross energies. Like, whatever it is that's happening, I want to see what my cards have to say about them because I actually haven't really read for me personally recently. So let's see what all this victim energy is, not for just me, but for the entire collective. Let's see. The boar and the pumpkin, confidence, love it. That's a good place to start. Let's see what else comes out. The bear and the cedar, leadership. I already know where this is going. I can already see where this is going, but let's do the usual 3-card pull. I think I'm starting to have a little bit of a system here, so I like this 3-card pull that I've been doing recently. So let's see. I knew somebody was coming out in reverse. The chipmunk and the laurel, success. This is too easy. This is too easy. Okay, so let me put these here. And again, please excuse my camera. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me do. Okay, that's better. So let's get the cards fully visible here. And please excuse my setup. I'm working on it, okay? So, The boar and the pumpkin, confidence. The bear and the cedar, leadership. The squirrel and the laurel, success. These fools are mad because you have real confidence and real leadership, and they, with their fake energy, are failing now. All that BS garbage of, oh, we're doing the best work and we're so noble and we're so innocent. We're here to help the community. Look, we're really good leaders. Oh, look at us. Just trust us. We're the ones here with the confidence. But all of it, as it turns out, was fake. Look at this in reverse. The success in the reverse means not only that these people are fake and that the fake personas that they've been putting on aren't working, but also that the things that they do just in general aren't working. Your jobs aren't working, your education is not working, your bank accounts aren't working, your cars aren't working, your relationships aren't working. Everything these fools are doing is not working. It never has worked, but for some reason or other, because this garbage reality is the way it is, these idiots thought they were successful in the beginning, right? Because they got the job. They bought the lie. It told them, look, if you just do this, you'll be a leader. We'll grant you confidence. Look, you can be the CEO of this trash McDonald's over here, and that makes you a good, confident leader. You'll be successful. But as it turns out, these Timu wannabe bullshitters, sorry, I finally cussed. These Timu leaders, these Timu people in responsible roles, these Timu administrators, these Timu CEOs, these Timu leaders of charitable organizations, each and every one of them are a bunch of losers and a bunch of clowns. They all have problems in their own groups. They all have interpersonal problems. They all can't stand one another. They don't like to acknowledge that they have problems. Meanwhile, they like to present to the world as if they're responsible in helping their own communities. Meanwhile, they are failing to get anything done, as we can see here with this reverse card right here in our faces. And here's the other problem. They don't think that anybody can see them. But look at these giant faces right here. Look at the boar and the bear. They're gigantic. They think they're putting on a certain kind of face. Look at how cute the chipmunk is with this success. It's in the background. Chipmunks are known to be busy. They're industrious. They're quick. You generally don't really see the little suckers, do you? If you're walking and you see a chipmunk, it's almost a surprise. Like, oh my goodness, there's a chipmunk, right? But no, boars and bears are lumbering. They're obvious. They're causing destruction, all this kind of stuff. You know, if they're wild, especially if you hurt one of them or you scare one of them, right? They're gonna run wild. They're gonna hurt you because they're afraid, you know, or because you set them off or triggered them or something. They're going to cause damage to not only themselves, but everything around them, right? Just like we say, the bull in the china shop. That's what this energy is giving right here. These fools are buffoons, circus clowns. That's also what this bear is signifying to me, a performing circus bear. That's what these people have been the whole time. And I just need to say, I am so happy that this is the energy that I'm getting in this reading today, because this is exactly what I expected. This is so easy, I really don't even need to finish this reading. It's obvious. These people have been fools. Look at your president. Look at your governments. Look at the managers of your local goddamn Walmart. They are trash. They look mediocre. They can't get anything done. They forget everything all the time. They expect you to come to them with your complaints and, oh, we're going to fix the problems. But they never saw the darn thing, do they? They are failures. Nothing successful about them. And they deserve all the roasting, all the laughing, all the surprise, so-called disrespect they feel they're getting, because now everybody is on to them and can see that they're clowns and that they're failures and that they're fake and that they're liars and that they're mediocre. Do you see where I'm going with this? I think we all understand now, right? So I'm just not even going to continue with this energy because I am so tired of these fools. I really am. I'm over all of them. So with that said, I hope everybody is putting these losers in their place, and I hope you're having a really fun time doing it. They deserve everything they get.